Man, oh man. I finished Elden Ring not too long ago for the first time, and damn, I can't get that game out of my head. From its beautiful art style to the bosses that beat your ass into a pulp, or its interesting story that I barely understood at first. Regardless, it's a game that will stick in your head for a while. Or maybe it's because it's my first From Software game that I actually finished, and god damn, I have never felt prouder of myself. I felt like I climbed Mount Everest with a fucking carrot as an ice pick. But regardless, let's get into this shit. The world of Elden Ring is beautiful yet broken and fucking terrifying. The rich history of its world, along with the beautiful nature and nice architecture, is a big contrast compared to its long abandoned remnants of a civilization and the putrid, disgusting creatures that reside within it. It is always nice to find a quiet spot and enjoy the view of nature and destruction before your very eyes, before inevitably getting your ass kicked 2 minutes later.
Are those fucking tree sentinels? What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? I'm out here. Oh, fuck that.
I especially enjoyed this one specific area where this dumbass bird would consistently fall off the map by itself for some reason. Look at this fucking idiot. I always remember when I took that first step out onto Limgrave and I saw the big ass Erdtree off in the distance. I felt mesmerized. And while exploring this big ass world, I just found myself admiring many spots, especially in Necron. I already know I'm gonna butcher so many names. What are you gonna do about it, huh? Bitch ass motherfucker. Regardless, that place is fucking gorgeous. Especially when you're not getting slapped around by the Silver Surfer's fucking nut. The architecture there looks absolutely amazing. Like, I don't know what buildings they are based off, right? Or what type of style, but whoever did it, you did a good ass fucking job. I'm not a fucking buildingologist by any means, so I don't know where these stem from, but good shit. Obviously, the Crown isn't the only place with buildings. A lot of these buildings in these games just look fucking great. So honestly, good ass job to the developers. Good shit. I was trying to clap, but I was just gonna hit the mic. So just round of applause. Let's do like a shitty stock sound effect. Woo! And just like with group of friends, when there is a pretty one, there's gonna be some ugly ass motherfuckers that are gonna accompany them. That's crazy. There are areas all over this game where rent would be like $2 max. Shit, in this economy of shit, count me in. I'm moving there right now. Caelid is the most disgusting, putrid, downright fucking awful shit I've ever seen. And I've seen some horrendous shit in my 26 years of life. It looks like someone with AIDS, COVID, Ebola, fucking polio and shit spit all over the fucking floor and it just grew into this monstrous shit. Like, what the fuck is this thing? It honestly looks like a mosquito bite scab you've been scratching at for 7 years straight. Like, I don't know the lore for this area, right? But hell no. It's probably related to Melinia's fine ass. But no, thank you. I'm not staying there. Unless she's there. Stop. Like, the same thing for the Lake of Rot. Like, my ass cannot swim. There is no reason for me to be there. Like, drowning already sounds terrifying enough. There's no reason why I'm going to be drowning in water but red. No thank you, I'm out. Regardless, wherever you walk, there's always going to be something gorgeous or something downright awful to stare at, reminding you what of once was. Speaking of what once was, as you can tell, I struggled to get that fucking sentence out. Shut the fuck up. Alright, I'm gonna be real with you. I watch the lore videos because my ass was lost as fuck when I played the game. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a basic synopsis of what I remember from that time. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna get things wrong. Okay, feel free to roast me or whatever or correct me. That's completely fine. I'm just gonna tell you what I remember, and then I will shout out channels that I watched, just so you guys can watch if you guys want to. I think it's only fair for me to do this just because if I just copy and paste what other people said onto my video, and that's not fair because I'm not giving anybody credit. Alright, well, here goes nothing. You, yes, you have to collect pieces of the Elden Ring that belong to Marika. Marika was the leader of the Golden Order and ruled alongside Godfrey or Godwin, is one of those two. I'm already butchering this shit, goddamn. Everything was all fine and dandy for a little while until one day they couldn't figure out what they wanted for dinner. Eventually, Godfrey, I'm pretty sure it's Godfrey, was kicked out and banished. He left without the kids, without the car, without the house. This bitch took everything except his loyal followers, aka the Tarnished. Why did I say that with an accent? Eventually, Marika started fucking someone called Radagon, but Radagon is also her? They're like the same person, I guess? How the fuck does that work? How do you like procreate? Like you just like goon or some shit? I don't know and I don't fucking care. But that I can't fathom that. And obviously they fucked and they had a couple kids, which led to Mikola and Melania, right? But they're cursed. So Melania was stuck with TB, so she turned into Arthur Morgan, and Mikola was stuck with like eternal life or like eternal youth, something like that. And I remember correctly, if within this window, one of the kids that Godfrey and Marika had got killed off, and that set her ass off. So she just started losing her shit, rightfully so. Wait, is that Radagon that's also technically mad, or is it just No, it has to just be her, right? Because that's not Radagon. I don't fucking know. This is... One of them broke the fucking ring, okay? And that shit got scattered throughout the whole fucking land. It started like snowing and shit. That was snow sound effects. I'm from California. I've never experienced snow, okay? So that's the closest you're gonna get to it. And if I remember correctly, I think the shattering of the ring led to the war. I think the war was called the Shattering too. I might be wrong. Or the Scattering. One of those. It's something S and Ing. The Sing War. This is where it gets a little bit more iffy because I don't know who the fuck won. I'm assuming probably Melania might have won, because I think that's how Caitlyn turned all fucked up, right? Correct me there, please. But I would think all the land would be fucked up, not just Caitlyn, because I don't think Caitlyn just looked like that naturally, right? That would. But why the fuck is she under the big ass tree and shit? Like, don't get me wrong, that tree looks pretty fucking nice and shit, like all dead as fuck too. But like, I mean, there's nothing there for you. And because of this, Marika got imprisoned. I'm assuming by like the Elden Beast or something, because who else would be able to do it? And this is where you come in. You eventually grab all the pieces for the Elden Ring, right? So you fuck everyone's day up to take the pieces of the runes or the ring. I think that they're also like intertwined with one another, if I remember correctly. So you can collect all those pieces so you can put it back together and become Elden Lord. Now I know there's different endings, right? Because I accidentally triggered one. Technically I had beat the game already, so I don't think I could really do it. But I did the Frenzy Flame one, so I was just trying to get this fucking cool ass hat. And it told me to go to the sewer. Then I found these 3 fingers things, and he just like finger blasted me, and I'm like all burnt now. And I know that locks you in for an ending. But with this retelling, I'm just going off the base one, okay? If you're here for Elden Ring lore, then you came to the wrong fucking person. I'm just telling you straight up. So that's on you, actually. If you expect some like high quality shit here, I'm not sorry, because that's not what you're getting from me. That should have been very apparent. Anyways, I know there is a lot of smaller subplots and stories within the game that are also pretty cool. Like, I know there's like this wizard guy that got kicked out or left behind. Then he kind of like proves everybody wrong. He's like, yeah, I can actually do some cool shit. And then he like dies somehow. But yeah. And of course, you can't forget about Ronnie, my wife. There's like 5 different wives I have in the game. Okay, they don't know about each other. Shh. I proposed to her and I was like, oh. Then like I cried because something happened. But yeah, that's like my basic synopsis. Rated out of 10. It's probably, if I get more than a 5, I will be thoroughly surprised. Hey, future Druid here. How are you doing, huh? Doing good? Glad to hear. So these are the people that I watch, so shout out to them. I will put their link in the description and all that stuff. Here's the list. If you can't read, just click the links below, okay? I'll just read the names here actually, because I felt bad for not saying the names, so here you go. So the names are Gaming Exploits, Avanti Vidya, I hope I pronounced that right. If not, I'm so sorry. Ethan on Everything, and Miss Chalice. Thank y'all. We're gonna throw Mossbag in there for some reason, even though it's a completely different game, but why not? So yeah, thank you guys, shout out to them, because they're the ones that did all the work and research. I'm just here parroting what the fuck I remember, and I did a shitty job at that too, okay? You really swear my illiterate ass is gonna read through every single item description? Fuck no. As I struggled. I think the real boss in this game is reading the item description, not the fucking bosses. And speaking about bosses, the bosses in this game felt fucking brutal, yet badass. Every single one of these fights felt so unique. I remember when I first stepped into Lingrave and I saw the Tree Sentinel, I knew I was in for a fucking treat. And boy, was I right. It led me to the point where I developed an alcohol addiction just to cope with these fights. And this time I felt like I had to challenge myself in this game, right? Because the first time when I tried playing Bloodborne a while back, the community was so fucking awesome, right? So many people offered to help me with the fights, and of course I'm not gonna say no. So they ended up doing most of these fights for me, and I was just sitting in the corner looking like fucking Sneeko. And I really didn't want that to be the case this time, right? Because I didn't even finish playing Bloodborne. All this help, and for what? For nothing. So I feel like I had to prove myself this time. I had to finish this game on my own. So I decided to punish myself. Now I am going to admit here, I did use the summons. I don't know if that really counts because like they're a part of the game, but let's just overlook that, okay? Tish, my beautiful wife, my beautiful ghost wife, was just there for moral support, that's all. But with that goal in mind, I knew I was in for a whole lot of pain. And fuck, it was painful. To the point where I spent hours upon hours fighting Melania. Obviously, she's the hardest fight in the game, but I think I probably have roughly around 11 hours of footage fighting her, and that's not including the time I spent practicing off camera, which would probably be like a lot more, probably like 16 hours probably. I mostly did that on purpose though, because have you seen her? I wanted to spend as much time as possible in that arena. I'd swim across the lake of rot just for her, just so she could mispronounce my name. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. And our time together came to a stop. I can't even begin to tell you how fucking good that felt. Like, I felt so fucking proud of myself. Like, I know it's a game, right? But after a lifetime of just doubting myself constantly and giving up on shit before I even began, this victory felt symbolic in a way. Because I wanted to quit that fight so fucking bad. But I didn't, and I kept on pushing forward no matter how fucking tired and annoyed I was after work. And honestly, like, in a way, it kind of taught me just to keep going, even if I keep on failing constantly, because eventually you're gonna get a W one way or another, and it will feel momentous. Like, I know I sound corny and shit, but I don't give a fuck, alright? Let me have something. Like, and that's what I really like about Elden Ring, because these cool and majestic ass fights just kind of intertwine together with the really interesting lore and this beautiful fucking atmosphere that it has. Like, the coolest fights for me personally were the Elden Beast, because dude, that shit was just fucking mesmerizing. I remember looking up and I was like, okay, I'm about to die, but this shit looks cool as fuck. I remember when I was in awe when I saw that motherfucker fly to time and space. Or Renala's fight, I hope I pronounced it. I had to look that shit up because I don't remember her name. But it was the fight where you kill all of her dumbass fucking kids. Even Melania's fight looked fucking gorgeous. Like, I know it's under the withered ass tree and shit, but it just looks so fucking nice. And it honestly suit her so perfectly. Especially with the beautiful fucking lighting coming down. It just looked so awesome. Or maybe it's like Stockholm Syndrome or something, because I stayed there and got abused for so fucking long. And now I'm okay with that. And in a way, I feel like some of these fights don't even feel like fucking fights. Like, another one that I forgot to mention was Moog, but it just feels like a whole ass experience altogether. Like, now I'm kind of like itching and wondering on how all these other fights are for the From Software games. Like, I honestly really need to give Bloodborne another shot. I'll probably do it after the DLC, which you can witness live at twitch.tv/Iaintdrew. Regardless, these fights, and honestly this whole ass game together, will just stick in my head for a long ass time, you know. Well, with all of that being said, I hope everyone enjoyed, like and subscribe and all that shit that everybody else begs you to do, because that would really help your boy out a lot, and I would appreciate that. Really, I really would. But I hope everyone has a wonderful day and all of that good shit. Stay hydrated, take care of yourself, and I will see you next time, alright? Take care, and bye-bye.